Hello, everyone. It is Shy, and today we're going to talk about the business person, Steve Jobs. For those who know Steve Jobs, they think of Apple, which he was the co founder of Apple, one of the Steves, because there's actually two Steves in Apple. For those who don't know Apple, it is a very valuable company that's worth a lot. Here are some Apple products I have. I have the AirPods, the 12, and then the 11. Um, Steve, he had believed in himself and took a risk with the other co founder. So back in the day, one sold his Volkswagen and the other sold his calculator in order to fund their business. So back then, it probably maybe was a couple $100, but that's how they started like Apple and computers and stuff. I'd say some great characteristics of Steve would be he's a great leader. He's an imaginative person who comes up with all these great ideas, or he was. And he is a passionate person when it comes to business and work only. I want to say personally. He came up with a couple of ideas. The iPod in 2001, which is an MP3 music player, and the iOS in 2007, which is an operating system on Apple devices that upgrade. And if you know you have to update it all the time, or your phone starts getting slow and you start getting all these bugs on your phone, yeah, that's because you need to update it. Steve was a man that was as confident as Kanye. You know, Kanye, he has such a big head. But however, he believed in himself and thought the greatest people are self managing, they don't need to be managed. So the people that are like smart or that come up with the best ideas are the ones that don't need to be bossed around. He's basically saying Jobs should be proud of his accomplishments, like his company that was worth $140 million after releasing his second model of Apple in 1977. Now, 140 million now is huge. Like, it is so much. Just imagine how much it was back then. Probably worth like 4 times more. Another thing that he should be proud of is his next operation, which was called Next. And Apple bought it for 430 million in 1996. That's crazy. That is so much money. Like, I would be proud of that. Like, even if Jobs was like a part of my family, I'd be proud of that accomplishment because it's just amazing. Jobs earned a Grammy Trustee Award, which Apple's vice president accepted for him because he was no longer with us. Now, he earned it in 2012, but Jobs was no longer with us, and we lost him in 2011. But Steve was a rough diamond. Some might have viewed him as demanding and showed lack of uprightness. Although he seems like a bad person, he gave those a chance when it came to business. And I'd say business only. I guess his personality as a person wasn't really that good. Some of his strengths would be bringing ideas together and brainstorming. While on the other hand, his weaknesses were not showing sympathy and being impatient, which aren't really good qualities, especially like people qualities. Others might have looked at Jobs as a puppeteer and felt like they were his puppet, since he liked to just he boss people around and like things his way, which also is not a good quality. He knew how to manipulate people, and he used manipulation to draw people to him, which no. That I guess that's the bad side of Steve Jobs. So everyone has good and everyone has bad, and that would be his bad side. And if you look up Steve Jobs today, and you just might see a lot of bad things because of how he was as a person. However, I have to say I'm grateful for him and his creation of Apple. I love Apple products. I never have a problem with them except for when I need to update or upgrade, which is like every couple years or so. And if Apple gets slow sometimes, but like within time it gets better. And I don't know. I just love Apple. I love everything about Apple. I love all the Apple products. So thank you, Steve. But we lost Steve in 2011 due to pancreatic cancer. So there's that. Rest in peace, Steve, and thank you everyone for watching. I will list my resources in the bottom below. Thank you. Bye.